And we are in the dead of winter here in the capital region. The snow coming down outside of Niskayuna High School. A little winter wonderland going on. Some games tonight have been canceled. Not the game of the week, though. On my four. Hi, everybody. Roger Weiland with you, along with Stephen D'Agostino. And tonight, it's a Suburban Council showdown between the Brothers of CBA and the Silver Warriors of Niskayuna. And Dags, good to see you, my friend.
Great to see you as always.
And you got two teams with both just one loss apiece in that Suburban Council. It's a big game in the standings.
Shaping up to be a really good game tonight.
Looking forward to it. Let's start with the visiting team, and that would be CBA and the Brothers. And when you talk about CBA, you talk about J.J. Osinski, the sophomore, averaging 22 points a game.
Everyone knows J.J. can score it. He's great inside. He's great outside. Right, what we want to see him tonight is both of these teams are going to need someone else to step up. So can he make other people better? CBA is 7-1 when they have 11 or more assists this year.
That's a great stat. And, of course, he's got his brother, Austin Osinski. We'll see what happens there. And when you talk about Niskayuna, it's Daniel Smalls, who's averaging 26 points per game on this season.
And Daniel is a great point guard. Not only can he score it, but he controls the pace of the game. Right, he's so fast, and so Niskayuna is going to try to score quick in transition tonight. And then if they don't get anything, we'd like to see them run their offense, get touches, and break down the CBA defense.
Yeah, Ethan Gilson can shoot it. Brady Olson can shoot it. This is a team that comes in with, again, just that one loss in the Suburban. So let's take a look at your keys to the game tonight. Stephen, what are you thinking here?
Yeah, and I think for CBA, like we said, they got to get touches. They're 7-1 when they have 11 or more assists. So the more they can share the basketball and get guys open shots, the better off they're going to be.
And if you're CBA, all year they've been working on getting better defensively, and getting better in transition defense. How big of a key is that going to be tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the key for Niskayuna, right? Is like CBA's working on their defense, but I think it's something that they should try to exploit. Get out in transition, get some easy baskets, but then if you don't have anything, get actions, run multiple actions, reverse the ball, and try to get as many easy shots as possible.
Who's going to slow down Daniel Smalls? Once he gets that rebound, Dags, he is off to the races, and he's going coast to coast.
Yeah, and I don't think you can expect one person to slow him down. I think you're going to really need a whole team effort to slow down Daniel Smalls.
All right, Dags, here we go. We should have a good one tonight here on My Four. It's the game of the week coming up, Niskayuna against CBA. Yep, 1-2. Ethan Gilson, 1-2.
1-2, 1-2.
Well, despite some inclement conditions on the outside, we got a lot of people who filed inside here to watch this one tonight. It's CBA and Niskayuna. The game of the week on my 4, and we are set to go. Starting lineups for the visiting team for Jalal Cancer in his first year is Jack Hewlett, 6-foot freshman guard. Austin Osinski, 6'3" freshman guard. Jason Vogel, 6'2" sophomore. J.J. Osinski, a 6'5" sophomore. And Jacob Bowden, 6'6" sophomore for CBA. Niskayuna will start with Garrett Galuli, 6'4" senior forward. Ethan Gilson, 6'2" senior guard. Brady Olson, the 6'4" junior guard. Daniel Smalls, 6-foot junior guard. And Pome Staton, 6'3" sophomore in the starting lineup. Here's the way the series history goes. This is their 9th meeting, and how about that? Dags 4-4, and that last time out in 2024, Niskayuna won at 68-58. It flashed up. I didn't see the final there, but it was a pretty close game, and we'll see. We think Dags, this has all the makings of a competitive game tonight.
Man, we hope.
And the opening tap controlled by Niskayuna, and let's see what CBA can do defensively here. That's kind of what I'm watching for, at least early on in this game.
Absolutely.
And they've got some shooters. Ethan Gilson can shoot it. Brady Olson, who's back now playing and healthy, broke his wrist in the first televised game that we did against Schenectady and missed a good chunk, but has been back for 3 or 4 games. And a nice baseline move by Jack Hewlett, the freshman, and that gets the brothers off to the 2-0 start.
First possession for CBA. They get a paint touch and an assist. That's a good sign for them tonight.
Galuli to Pome Staton is a force on the boards. And they just inserted him back into the starting lineup for this game. He had not been starting. Jack McDonald was starting, but they put Pome Staton in for tonight. Now let's take a look at the 2 head coaches. Jalal Cancer in year number 1. Played at Cornell, played a year at Kent State, former News Channel 13 All-Star on the state championship team in 2010 under Dave Domel. He is all about CBA, no doubt. And a raucous student section tonight, making a lot of noise here. Great atmosphere here at Niskayuna on a youth night as well. And that is an open look for Hewlett. Shot no good, and Brady Olson gets the rebound. And here comes Smalls in transition, right in the lane. Kind of lost control there a little bit. Got it to Brady Olson. They're calling a jump ball, and a possession arrow goes to CBA. And there's Mike Grasso in year number 6, and last year they win their first Section 2 title in 45 years. Go back to 1978.
Yeah, Mike does a great job.
He does a great job. So 2 outstanding coaches and a suburban council matchup. Need we say more? And a long 3 by Vogel is no good. And the ball goes right out of bounds to Niskayuna. You've got Jack Hewlett, Jason Vogel, Aiden Good, and Amari Pop Cofield, all football players. And the coach is in the house tonight, too.
A lot of winning pedigree there, right?
No doubt about that. And I always like the football guys because they're
Love
tough,
it.
right? They're tough.
Love it.
They're usually a little bit late getting out because the football season extends, especially at CBA when you're playing for a state championship. Brady Olson took that one right away and got it to Galuli, but that is an offensive foul. That's a charge, and J.J. Osinski right there to get run over.
And it looks like early in this game here, CBA is the more poised team.
And there's the drive. And there's good hustle by Brady Olson. And then there was a charge as well. So a little slow out of the gate for both teams scoring-wise, right? Just a 2-0 game here. Vogel in the backcourt along with Hewlett. Hewlett with the drive. And a foul on Galuli as they got the ball to Jacob Bowden. That is 2 fouls already on Galuli here, and we're a couple of minutes into this game.
Yeah, and CBA's got great size, so Niskayuna is going to need their bigs to stay out of foul trouble because they're going to need all of them tonight.
So Jacob Bowden, the 6'6 sophomore, at the foul line. And misses the front end of a 2-shot foul. CBA 9-4, 6-1 in the Suburban. Their only loss is to Albany, and Niskayuna's only loss in the Suburban is to Shenandoah. But as we pointed out, neither team has played what I think is the best team so far I've seen, and that is Shaker.
Shaker really made a statement earlier this week by beating Shen by double digits.
Bowden's got the second one here. They go to the bench here. They have no choice with 2 fouls. And checking in is Ibuku Odatayo, 6'7" junior, off the bench for Coach Cancer. And a 3-0 start here by CBA on the road. Niskay looking for his first points of the game. And Olsen for 3 on its way. No good off the back of the iron. And the rebound to Austin Osinski. So a one and done. And let's see who wins the battle of the boards tonight, Dax.
Absolutely. It's hard to win games if you're not getting offensive rebounds and getting more possessions.
And let's see who steps up offensively for CBA to help out J.J. Osinski in the scoring department. Smalls, excellent defense on Hewlett. And now Vogel with 10 to shoot, throws it away. And it's a turnover, and here comes Smalls. And this is what he does best, right there, up, but the shot does not go in. Cone kept it alive, but out to CBA. And we've got a timeout by the brothers. So I think a pretty good start here on the road by CBA, wouldn't you say?
Great start. They're solid defensively. What you want to limit are the turnovers, like on that last possession, to let Niskay get out in transition.
So a timeout by Coach Cancer here, but they look like they're locked in defensively. And I was at their practice yesterday, and that's really the theme of the whole practice is we've got to be better defensively, and we need to get back. We cannot give up transition points. All right, let's take a look at some of the heroes from Section 2. And there we go. Antonio Farley from Canajoharie, school's all-time leading scorer. Haley Monroe, what a year she's had the last couple of years at Northville, and set the Falcons' all-time scoring records. And Keith Robinson from Hudson, 73 points in 2 games. Some of our heroes from Section 2 that we like to highlight from week to week here on our Game of the Week on My 4. And, of course, when you talk about Northville, Jimmy Zullo, he's still coaching.
Still doing it.
He's still doing it, Jimmy Zullo. I love it. I ran into him last year in the postseason because he took Northville a long way last year.
Yeah, it's cool to see.
I saw a shot of the young kids in the house tonight. Youth night here at Niskayuna.
Crowd's great tonight.
You know what? Considering the weather outside, Dag's not bad at all.
Right.
And a kind of a late arriving crowd with the weather, people taking their time. Osinski, he's got it. That's Austin, the 6'3" freshman. And CBA out in front, 6-0 to start the game.
Great out after timeout set by Coach Cancer to get Austin one of their best 3-pointers, a wide open 3.
Ethan Gilson, number 11, just made a commitment to RPI for football this week. Congratulations to Ethan. Smalls gets in the lane, and it still doesn't go. Now the rebound, and the putback is good. And that's the first bucket of this game for Niskayuna, scored by Brady Olson.
Let's see if that can settle Niskay down a little bit offensively.
Sophomore, J.J. Osinski, reverse layup, beautiful.
Great, strong move. Niskay's going to need to help a little bit better on that.
You know, we talk about CBA's defense, but Niskay's going to have to play some D here tonight as well.
Yeah.
Smalls looking to create. Yeah, had an open look there for Ethan Gilson. Passed it up. Smalls for 3, and he drains it.
So composed. Just never rattled. Goes at his own pace. Great start by Smalls.
And he's looking to get in that rhythm as a shooter likes to get in, and CBA does not want to see Daniel Smalls get into rhythm tonight. Osinski, the freshman, to his brother. Of course, Corey sitting up in the stands, too, watching. Corey had a great career at Siena. Smalls, look at this, right to the rim, beautifully done. What a move by Daniel Smalls. That is vintage Smalls right there, and it's a 1-point game.
Yep, and the whole team has to stop him in transition. It can't just be one person. If you're going to let him go in transition, he's going to score all night long.
Well, settle in tonight. This is going to be a heck of a game. It's a good start here in the first quarter. Vogel spins, 15-footer on its way, good. J.T. Vogel, the sophomore. And it's a 10-7 lead by the brothers. CBA will play predominantly man-to-man. I don't think they'll come out of the man-to-man much at all. In fact, I don't think at all. And that's a steal by Cofield. Amari. And they call him Pop. Gilson for three off the mark. Rebound Osinski, and he's tied up by Olsen. And the possession arrow favors the Silver Warriors.
I love how hard both teams are playing. I think it's like a lost art. You see some of these games with no energy. I mean, they're not lacking energy in this game today.
Look at the move here, right to the rim, attacking the glass. Daniel Smalls, one of the top players in Section 2. And that is Jake McDonald, who's just checked that he's dribbling the ball right now, 6'2" junior. And Olsen for three, that's short. Jack Donahue off the bench. 6'5" sophomore gets the rebound. Jack is somebody that can knock down the three. You get him set, and he can vary some outside shots. Final 2 minutes, minute 30 to go, and Pop just missed on a good drive with the left hand. And here comes the transition. Can CBA get back in defense? They do there. Smalls, double team down low, actually triple teamed, and out to McDonald.
And that's how they need to stop him. Team defense, build the wall, don't let him get to the rim.
That was pretty good right there. Smalls drives, kicks out, McDonald misses the three. And Pop gets the rebound, and he's fouled. So we call him Amari, Pop Cofield, and then after that, he just likes to be called Pop.
There we go.
I practiced yesterday, and it was just all Pop. Hey, Pop. Hey, Pop. So
shorten it. Shorten it as much as we can.
You're okay to call you Pop the entire game? He looked at me and said, yes, sir.
Love it.
Final minute and change here in a 10-7 game. CBA, the good first quarter on the road. Vogel. Cross court, Pop. Popping one for three, no good. High rebound by Olsen. He got up to get that rebound, and now he's going to drive it coast to coast. Brady Olsen layup is good, and it's a 1-point game.
Niskayuna in transition again.
Vogel for three. No good. Rebound. Home. Up ahead. That is Smalls again. This time on the drive, they're going to get a foul called on Jack Hewlett. Number one, Hewlett there, the freshman, picks up the foul with 31 seconds to go, and some shots coming up for Daniel Smalls to try to tie this game or give Niskayuna the lead.
And you're seeing Niskay struggling when it's 5-on-5, but in transition, they're getting anything they want. I mean, you're literally going to have to send 2 or 3 guys back on the offensive end if you're CBA. Don't even crash the boards. You want to stop them.
Yeah, it's an excellent point, Dags. In transition, they are a handful,
yeah.
But you get them in the half court and dig in defensively, it's a different game.
I mean, it's a game of basketball, right? You want to play 5-on-5. You don't want to give them an advantage, and most points in transition are high percentage, so it's the last thing you want to let teams get to.
So Niskayuna takes the lead. Daniel Smalls makes both foul shots. Final 20 seconds of the opening quarter. And Vogel will let the clock wind down. Shot clock is off. 15 seconds to go in the half. Vogel, the left-hander. To Pop. Cofield in the lane. A little runner with the right hand. No good. Olsen the rebound. And 1 second to go. He's one up at the buzzer, and it's short, no good. And that will end a first quarter. I thought both teams showed up, and they are going to play hard tonight. We've got a good one. And after one quarter, it's the home team, Niskayuna, with the 11-10 lead on CBS. And there's the look at the 1978 team, the last time they won a Section 2 championship. There's the plaque from 1978, and then last year it all changed.
I need to get a copy of that picture. One of my old business partners, Paul Mazzaroni, state champion, 1978. I got to use that.
I love it. I graduated high school in 79.
There you go.
So it's a long time ago, and last year was special for this Niskayuna program. And they're trying to do it again, and they've got the team that certainly has the capability of it. And it's great to have Brady Olson back. And he comes up with a steal right there, and you see his wrist bandaged up a little bit. No problem there. Off the turnover and the steal, Brady Olson takes it right to the rack and scores. 6 points for Olson. The shooting stats in the opening quarter: CBA 5 of 12, Niskayuna 6 of 15, and Daniel Smalls was 4 of 9 in the opening quarter.
I think when CBA looks back at this game, no matter what the outcome, you're going to look at transition points, and you're going to look at points from the foul line for Niskayuna to see how they did defensively.
Now, Niskay will mix up their defenses tonight. Right now, they're going to man-to-man. And it forces a turnover. CBA threw it away. Turnover against the brothers here.
But at least those dead ball turnovers, you're not allowing them to get back in transition. So little different, live ball, dead ball. You don't want turnovers, but that's at least better than giving them a wide open layup.
Dags, how many of these guys do you work with at Dags basketball?
3 or 4 of them on CBA, and then probably another 3, 4, or 5 on Niskay. So it's cool to watch them all compete against each other.
Here you go. So you get them in those one-on-ones, and now
it's
what
different.
Are you going to do in a game
it's
action,
different.
Right?
Lights are on today.
I love it. I love it. Backdoor, Smalls. Layup is good. Nice backdoor cut by Daniel. And it's a 5-point Niskayuna lead.
Great set by Coach Grasso. Really good set.
CBA needs an answer here offensively. 9 points for Daniel Smalls so far. Vogel off the side of the iron. Rebound, Smalls. 2-on-1. The dish to Olson. Layup is no good. Or check that was Gilson. Ethan Gilson misses the layup, but the rebound, there is a foul on Niskayuna. It's on Ethan Gilson. It was a 2-on-1 opportunity they had right there.
Smalls making the right play every time.
Oh, yeah,
somebody's open, he snaps him the ball. If he's got a shot, he takes a shot.
And 9 times out of 10, Ethan Gilson is going to lay that in.
I mean, you take that. You know, it's just a mistake. Bounce back, get a stop here.
So far, they've done a pretty good job on J.J. Osinski. Hewlett overshoots the rim. Olson the rebound. Here comes Smalls in transition. And the three-point shot no good by McDonald. Combe gets the rebound. And that's what he does. Ball went out of bounds, is saying it was last touched by CBA, and it will stay Niskayuna. Okay, I think they got that right. Smalls for 3 on its way, good. And they open up their biggest lead of the game, an 8-point lead by Niskayuna, 18-10.
And CBA's got to get their composure back a little bit. You're going to see offensively, they got to get paint touches like they were doing early in that first quarter.
Bowden out front with the ball, and it's stolen. Olson with another steal, and a dunk! And Niskay is rolling right now, opened up a double-digit lead and a timeout.
This crowd is jumping right now.
Yeah, it's been a while since CBA has scored here. They're stuck on 10. This is another steal from Brady Olson. And Brady, the 6'4 junior, average about 14 points a game, slams it home. And it's a family affair for the Olsons, I can tell you that. And you see Olivia having a great career at Providence College, Gavin at Franklin Pierce, Brady here at Niskayuna.
And you're not going to find two better people than their parents. Mr. and Mrs. Olsen, great people. They raise some great kids.
Yeah, when you look at Olivia, News Channel 13 All-Star, average about 9 points a game for Providence. Gavin is a redshirt freshman at Franklin Pearson. Brady is a junior here at Niskayuna, and he's in 11.8 points per game. A 13-0 run by Niskay. CBA has not scored since 2:20 of the opening quarter, Dags.
Yep.
So let's see out of the timeout if they can get a bucket. Instead, they're turning it over. And here comes Smalls racing up the court. And off the glass, no good, but he's fouled. And will shoot two. Foul is on Brant Cadet, 6'1" junior with a foul for CBA, and it'll put Daniel Smalls, who's got 9 points, back at the line.
And you can see CBA is just very hesitant offensively, and sometimes when you play hesitant, you're unsure. Instead of just playing aggressive basketball, you're going to turn the ball over. And I mean, the last 4, 5, 6 possessions, they've turned it over at least 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, exactly what you just cannot do against Niskayuna. That's their game. So Daniel Smalls now into double digits with 11 points. And Niskay has opened up a 22-10 lead at the 5:16 mark. 15-0 run. Where are the points coming tonight? Another turnover. And up ahead, it's Olsen. Spins on the baseline with the right hand. He is fouled by J.J. Osinski, and Olsen will shoot two.
Niskay very active, right? You want to gauge how well a defense is playing. You want to chart deflections. They're getting their hand on almost every other pass tonight, which is going to lead to runouts. It's going to lead to steals.
Austin Osinski comes in. Cadet goes out of the lineup. And there's Mike Grasso.
He always looks sharp in that suit, man.
He
looks
likes
great.
It. He does, you know. He's looking dapper tonight.
Oh, yeah.
23-10 offense. Not much happening offensively. The young Osinski turns on the baseline, no good. And Combs Staton with another rebound. Small spinning and a whistle and a foul on the floor. And that's going to go against J.T. Vogel. What do you think right here, Dad? Good spin move. And
that's not a foul.
And then they're reaching. I didn't think that was a foul either. As Pop tried to come up with a steal.
Wow.
Niskay working on a 16-0 run. Smalls gets it into Staton. And then Vogel comes up with a steal. 2-on-2. Vogel right to the rim. Can't get it to go. The tip is good. And who gets credit for that? Was that J.J.?
J.J. Osinski. Okay. See if that can get him going a little bit.
They need something. That breaks the 16-0 run, and a foul at the other end on the drive by Daniel Smalls. But Osinski's bucket breaks the run by Niskayuna.
You know, sometimes when you're struggling offensively, you're not getting a lot of touches. You got to go create your own offense. So Jaden getting to the offensive rebound there, getting a tap in, getting his points that way, that's a good sign.
Hewlett coming in. Austin Osinski goes out. One more for Smalls. And he's got it. 24-12. Pop Cofield hands it off to Vogel. And now to Hewlett. Vogel on the drive, and a whistle and a foul on McDonald. Jake McDonald with the foul on the drive, and Vogel will get to the line.
Smart drive there by Vogel. 5-1 in fouls. You know the refs are going to look to even it up. Went right to the rim. There looks to be a lid on the basket, though, tonight for CBA, at least in this second quarter.
I like attacking the glass and getting to the line, but you got to make your foul shots when you get there.
Yep.
And Vogel has one more, and that one is good. Still a good chunk to go here in this second quarter. And CBA will try to get stops now in the half court. McDonald with the ball, pop on him. Up top to Brady Olson. Shot clock at 15, Smalls with the ball. He's going to put it up from the right wing. It's no good. Inside rebound. Looked like it was last touched by McDonald. It's going to be CBA ball going for the rebound.
Great defense there by CBA. Keep everybody in front. Make them shoot over the top of you. That should be their mindset.
Amari Popko-Phil running the offense here to Vogel. Driving in on the baseline. Good ball movement on the perimeter. And Pop going to fire up a long three. No good. And they're going to call a foul on CBA. That's going against Jack Donahue, the 6'5 sophomore, going for the rebound.
And that'll be 2 shots here for the rest of the half.
Are you used to that now in high school basketball?
I'm getting used to it. I like the 1-and-1. I think at the end of games, like, it gives it a little bit more anxiety to it. I think 2 shots is a little easier, but hey, we're rolling with it.
So at the line is Pomstat. He got the start tonight for Coach Grasso. And he'll have one more as you look at the crowd tonight here at Niskayuna, and it's a good one.
What else are you going to do on a Friday when it's snowing? Get in the gym. Just cheer a little bit.
They're doing just that. 1 of 2 for Pomstat. And still a double-digit lead here on the home court by the Silver Warriors. Donahue, Vogel in the backcourt. Hewlett up with the right hand. Rounds the rim, no good. Osinski, rebound, puts up and good. Nice put back on the rebound by J.J. Osinski. And a timeout, and it gets it to a 10-point game with 3:05 to go.
The next 3 minutes are going to be huge. I mean, a 10-point game is nothing, especially CBA has 15 points. They're averaging over 45, 50 points a game.
And there's the drive by Hewlett, the miss, and there's a big rebound by J.J. and steps back and scores.
When the ball's not finding you on offense, sometimes you have to go find the ball.
And there's J.J. and Austin. Austin just a freshman. J.J. only a sophomore. And, of course, when I came to the Capital Region, I covered his father, Corey Osinski.
And their grandfather was my high school coach at Guilderland.
And then Ron is in the house tonight, their grandfather.
Surprised he's not yelling at me now like he did in high school all the time.
Tell you what, he was a terrific coach, too.
Awesome. A great coach.
Yeah, Ron with 446 wins. Draper, Chalmont, and Guilderland.
Yep.
And Corey averaged 10 points per game at Siena, 118 games at Siena. He was tough. Corey's tough, hard-nosed player. Baseline drive by Small, sets up the 3 ball, and it's good by Ethan Gilson. And it's 28-15, Silver Warriors.
When Daniel Smalls gets 2 feet in the paint, he's almost unstoppable. He's going to get a good shot for himself or a teammate.
And Ethan Gilson just set and ready to shoot the ball.
Great shooter.
He is a very good 3-point shooter. He's a pretty good quarterback, too. Open look, Donahue. A little too strong. Rebound to Gilson. Up to Olsen, and now to Smalls. Smalls in the lane, spins, steps back, short on the shot, but that was good defense.
Yep.
And the freshman, Osinski, turned it over and get an easy one at the other end with Jam. Brady Olson off another turnover, pounds one down through, and it's now 30-15.
CBA's got to try to get this under double digits before halftime here.
Smalls 15 points. Olsen has 11. J.J. Osinski with 6. He's got the ball down low, and he is fouled by Brady Olsen, and J.J. will get to the line for 2 shots. $1:37 to go in the half, and I agree with you. Got to get this down to a 10-point game. That's the foul on Olsen, and it puts J.J. to the line, and he's got the first shot.
And what I like what CBA is doing, they're not really generating offense, but when they're not, drive right to the basket, get to the foul line. They've been able to do that the last couple possessions.
And I'm a little old school, but I like when you post somebody up like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't see that often anymore because everyone's running the motion, but like right there, get the ball down low to your best player.
Yeah, and it's an easy way to we talk about getting 2 feet in the paint. The easiest way is just throw it into the post, especially when your post player is one of your best offensive players.
J.J. Osinski, Jaden J.J. Osinski's got both. Figure I might as well give his full name.
Yeah.
Because everyone just calls him J.J.
Right.
J.J. with 8 points in the game, but still down by 13. Final minute 30 to go. See if the brothers can get a stop here defensively. Gilson to Olsen, right back to Ethan. Shot clock winding down. They get the ball in the hands of Smalls. He lost control. J.J. takes it away. And then there's a jump ball call. And Niskayuna has the arrow and will keep possession. There's the drive by Smalls. Good reach in there and take the ball away. Good defense by Osinski. And good hustle. 5 seconds to shoot. Smalls steps back from 15, no good. Osinski saves it from going out of bounds, and here comes CBA with some transition. And Hewlett closely guarded by Smalls. Into the corner, 3-point shot, no good by Vogel. Rebound to Dorcelis, 6'2" junior off the bench. Sebastian getting some playing time. And they lob it inside, just a little too strong to get it to Osinski, but we're going to have a foul on Staten. And that's only team foul number 4. And coming right at you there, just a little too strong in the pass, but I like getting the ball in low, and that's 2 fouls on Staten.
And I think they called that one on Osinski.
Oh, they got Osinski on that one. Okay. So 2 on JJ. Do you take him out of the game with 40 seconds to go so he doesn't pick up his third, or leave him in?
Yeah, I think you need him on the offensive possession here.
40 seconds to go. And at the line is Staten. He'll have one more. Pop comes back in the lineup, replaces Donahue. Or Dorcelis comes out, 44, Sebastian Dorcelis. And Staten with one more. Missed them both, 35 seconds to go. Can get this down with a 3 to a 10-point game. Or 11. Big offensive possession here late in the first half by the brothers. Give it to JJ. He puts up a shot, no good off the back of the iron. Rebound by Hewlett. He's got it, leans in, shot is blocked. And out of bounds to CBA with 18 seconds. And I tell you what, Brady Olsen playing some defense here in this first half.
Niski's all over the place. Deflections, blocks, steals, they're doing a great job.
Pop throws one out to Donahue. And Vogel has it. Spins in the lane. Hewlett, 8 to shoot, drives, layup, no good. And on the offensive rebound, Osinski goes up with it. Tried to get the offensive board. What do they call here?
Goaltending, I believe.
Okay. So count the bucket. Here's a look at it, Dags.
Yeah.
Goaltending on
Shook
Brady
the backboard.
Yep.
But here's the thing, you left 5.6 seconds for Daniel Smalls. He can get all the way downhill here. See if Niski can get a good shot off.
An 11-point game, and here comes Smalls. You know he's going to take the final shot. Or maybe not, and they won't get the final shot off. That's going to be the end of the first half. That bucket would not have counted even if it had gone by Ethan Gilson, and that'll be the end of the first half. And our score, Niskayuna on top of CBA 30-19 on the game of the week on My 4. And we are at halftime here at Niskayuna in our game of the week on My 4. And Niski leads CBA by the score of 30-19. I'm Roger Weiland. Let's get to our high school all-stars, our News Channel 13 Rensselaer Honda high school all-stars for this week. And we're up to selection number 4. And on the boys' side, congratulations to 6'3" junior guard Jack Laritas from Albany Academy. Laritas is averaging 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists per game for the Cadets. Laritas, a 3-year starter at Albany Academy, consistently a strong shooter. Jack has improved his defense, passing, and movement without the ball in a way that has really impressed our scouts. He's being recruited by Colgate, Navy, which is where his sister Marin plays, Princeton, NJIT, and Boston University. A solid academy contributor in his first 2 years. He's taken his whole game to the next level this season.
That's always been a big goal for me. Like, I tried to make it last year, the year before that, and it didn't happen. But this year, it's finally happened. It's a real accomplishment for me. I've been working hard. Definitely just like strength and my athleticism in general. Like last year, the year before that, I couldn't even dunk. And this year, I'm like throwing down in games, which is like really surprising to me. And I gained like 10 pounds over the off season, which helps a lot too with like bodying kids down in the paint. And yeah, I always kind of like dreamed of this, like kind of be like a leader of a team, and now it's finally happening.
Hey, congratulations to Jack Laritas. He joins Godbolt, Smalls, and Merritt on the team. All right, over to the girls' side. We congratulate the 5'9" senior combo guard, Tanavia Turpin from Catholic Central. Navi, a double-double machine this season, averaging 16 points, 12 rebounds, 4 steals, and 3 assists per game. Our scouts raved about her versatility on defense and her ability to score at all levels. A captain since her freshman year with the Crusaders. She was today named by the New York State Sports Writers Association the 2023-24 Class A New York State Player of the Year, a delayed honor that she may be on her way to repeating at the end of this season.
It just shows how much how much work I've put in, and the progress that I've put into my game. I take a lot of pride in my defense because I believe defense wins games. Like, everyone can score the ball, but can you defend is the real question.
Congratulations to Navi Turpin. She joins Dobert, Hoblock, and Kuzmik. Those are our first 4 picks, All-Star number 5 coming at you next week. We come back, we'll be joined by Stephen D'Agostino, and we'll recap the first half, right now controlled by Niskayuna.
Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2.
You gotta give them what they want, you know?
And we're back. Game of the week on My 4. We're at halftime, and Niskayuna leads CBA 30-19. Roger Wyman along with Stephen D'Agostino. And Dags, about what we thought here in terms of if you turn the ball over against Niskay, let them get in transition, they could really hurt you, and that's what we saw in the first half.
Yeah, in the first 4 minutes, CBA was great. They were composed. They were getting paint touches on offense. They were getting a shot every possession, and then Niskay turned up the defense. I mean, deflections, steals, blocks, and their transition points are really killing CBA right now.
Yeah, it was a long drought by CBA and who was going to score the basketball, but there's a second half coming up here. But let's talk about the 2 key guys that we brought up at the beginning of the broadcast. And one of them is Daniel Smalls, and he's played really well here in the first half.
He's played great. I mean, when he's had the transition opportunities, he's taken them. He's made shots for himself and for his teammates. And then when he hasn't had it, he's slowed it down and controlled the game.
15 points for Daniel Smalls, and then J.J. Osinski with 8 points for the brothers.
Yeah, and it looks JJ, most of his points have come at the foul line and offensive rebounds. They're going to have to find a way to get him open for open threes and some more post touches.
Osinski with 8, Smalls with 15, and the shooting stats, CBA 7 for 18, Niskayuna is 13 of 26. They shot the ball pretty well in the first half. What do you make of those stats?
I mean, Niskay, they controlled the game. It's no surprise they're up by 11. I'd love to see what the transition points there. They must have 12 points, which is the difference in the game. Off turnovers in transition. Yep.
All right, they'll need to clear that up a little bit, get their offense on track, but it's only a 30-19 game and a whole second half coming up. We'll see what both coaches do here, and we'll show you the second half when we come back from Niskayuna. Silver Warriors on top of CBA 30-19. And Niskayuna Athletics, they are proud of them here at the school. And you can, as we just pan the plaques that they have received here for all their sports at Niskayuna. And there's the boys basketball. In 1978, we honor them, Class AA, and then last year for the first time in 45 years. Can they get back there? Well, here's a look at the Suburban Council standings. And we said it, Shaker right now has earned the right to be number one. They're 9-0. Shen is 8-1. Niskay's 8-1. CBA 6-1. And on down we go. But pretty tight there through those first four, even five with Albany High, 5-3.
Absolutely. And Shaker seems to be in a tier kind of by themselves. And then with a couple of these other teams, Shen, CBA, chasing them, they're going to be tough to beat. Coach Kusel does such a great job at Shaker. He's got those guys playing really well.
I mean, Bethlehem had a great win the other night against Troy.
Yeah, and that's the great thing with high school basketball. Like, you never know, right? You never know who's going to show up, and it's all about peaking at the right time in February when sectionals come around.
Yeah, Albany High beat CBA, and Shen earlier knocked off Niskayuna. But that Shaker team, I've watched them in practice, seen a couple of their games. They are the team to beat this year.
Absolutely.
No doubt about it.
Absolutely.
All right, what happens here in the second half? Coach Daggs for the brothers here. They're down by 11. They've got a ton of time here. You're just starting the third quarter, only down 11. That's not a huge deficit. How do they get back into this thing?
Yeah, I think the first couple minutes are huge. You want to win the first 3 or 4 minutes if you're CBA. I think the biggest thing is get a shot every single possession, and then I'm only sending 1 or 2 guys to the offensive glass. I'm getting everybody back. There's no way Niskay's getting a transition bucket this half.
And if I'm coaching, I am figuring out a way to get more touches for J.J. Osinski. I got you.
He should touch the ball every time down, even if he's the point guard and he brings it up. He's got to touch the ball.
And I like what they were doing at the end of the half, and that was posting him up.
Yep. It's because you're old school, Roger.
Yeah, I know.
You like the post up.
I know. And
but
hey,
you know
listen,
what? I love it too.
I hope your father's watching right now.
Oh yeah, you know he's yelling to throw it in the post.
Exactly, he is.
And play defense, that's for sure.
Oh, I can guarantee you that. And how about that to begin the second half? Jason Vogel, JT, the sophomore, big shot, and it's a 9-point game.
Paint touches.
And now can they play some half-court defense, not give up transition buckets? Baseline jumper, a little too strong by Daniel Smalls. Here comes Austin Osinski. Hewlett, Osinski, Vogel, J.J. Osinski, and Bowden. Same starting 5 for Coach Jalal Cancer. No good by Austin Osinski, and the rebound to Brady Olson, outlet to Smalls. Up on the left wing, 3-point shot is good. Ethan Gilson drains the 3, made 88 threes last year. I don't know what he's up to this year, but he can shoot it.
He can shoot threes and throw touchdowns, that's for sure.
Yes, he can. And a great choice to go to RPI, where I think he'll have a chance to hit the field next year. JJ, nice jump shot, about 15-footer there, and gets it to go.
It's a tough shot. If you're Niskay, you're going to live with that shot.
Yeah, that was a contested shot. JJ still knocked it down, comes in averaging 22 a game. Brady Olson with the drive off the glass, no good. And here comes Osinski, the sophomore, between the leg dribble. Try to pump the 3, and Homestatten with a block, and it leads to a dunk. Oh, he missed the dunk at the other end. Smalls put it right up ahead, and Homestatten could not throw it down. Here's a look at the steal, and here comes Smalls in transition.
Oof. It's all right, bounce back. He's young.
Bounce back,
got to stop. He got the block.
33-23. Getting touches for Osinski. Baseline move, gets his own rebound, goes back up strong and scores. JJ starting to take over here a little bit offensively for CBA in the third quarter. It's an 8-point game.
You can tell they're making an effort to get touches, and again, every time they get in the paint, they get a great shot.
Smalls creating, set to McDonald, to Brady Olson. Ethan Gilson, 3, no good. And out of bounds, last touch by Galuli. It'll be CBA ball. So much like their start to the first quarter, CBA looks like a pretty strong start to the third quarter by the brothers.
Absolutely. Being aggressive offensively, solid defensively. They look great here to start.
11-point game at half. It's down to 8. Austin, number 5. In the game is Odatayo. 6'7" junior, got some size to him. Shot clock at 10. Vogel with the ball, puts up the 3 and connects. JT buries a 3, and it's a 5-point game, Dax.
Big shot by Vogel there. See if they can get a stop on this end.
Small spins, turns on the baseline, and scores. What a bucket. An answer, and that's a tough shot.
Tough shot again. You're living with that.
Into the lane. Staten with the block on Vogel. And up ahead, the ball skips on the bounce, out of bounds. Got past Smalls and a rare Niskayuna turnover.
And I don't think CBA wants to get in a running match with Niskayuna, right? So when that pace speeds up like the last couple possessions, I don't necessarily think that that's great for CBA.
Man-to-man defense here by Niskayuna. Vogel drives, kicks out to Hewlett. Back to TJ. Or JT gets it to Osinski, and JJ with a pretty good look down low. It doesn't go, and here comes Smalls. Brady Olson thought about the 3. Ethan Gilson thought about the 3 and thought better of it. Take it to the rim. Missed the shot, gets his own rebound, and back out front with it. Smalls, kick out. Gilson, 3, good. And Ethan Gilson heating up from long range. Back to a 10-point game. Hewlett, 15-footer, no good. In and out. Olsen the rebound off to Smalls. Back up by 10. They were up by 11 at the half. Small spinning on Hewlett, turns, puts up the shot and hits, and he's fouled. Fouled by Hewlett. It'll be a 3-point opportunity for Daniel Smalls as the lead goes to 40-28.
And that's what makes Smalls tough. He can get to the basket, he can knock down threes, and then he can create his own shot in the mid-range too. I mean, that's just a great shot, good defense, minus the foul.
Daniel Smalls, he scored his 1,000th career point here this year, and he's the only boys player in the history of the school to go over 1,000. He's also the school's all-time leading scorer. So a lot of accolades going Daniel Smalls' way, who now has 20 points in this game, and it's a 41-28 lead, and a timeout called for. Well, I believe CBA calls for the timeout. Gilson has 11 points, 9 points, and has knocked down 3 threes in the game. So Gilson good, Smalls good, and Daniel Smalls, he's the engine that just makes this team go. And boy, I saw him coming when I was coaching in Colony for your father. I'm coaching CDBYL, and all of a sudden this guy pops up on Niskayuna, and I'm like, he's a really young, he was like, I don't know how old he was. He was young.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he is really good, and he has turned out to be really good. 1,000, as I said, career points on the 21st. Passes Tom Salmon in 87 and 400 total points this season. And there you see 1,000-point scorers.
Big time
Kate
names.
Fagan, Olivia Olson, Olivia Owens. 1,000-point scorers on the
Colorado, Providence, Maryland.
There you go.
Woo.
How about that, Dags?
That's big time.
That is. Well, CBA makes a little bit of a run to start the third, and then CBA comes back with answers.
Yep, Niski's doing a great job. Smalls, when he gets paint touch, you almost got to, it's like it's Giannis. I know he's a point guard, but like you got to build a wall. You can't let him get in the paint.
Set to go out of the timeout. Home guarding Vogel. And Vogel puts up the three. Off the side of the iron, no good. Tracking it down is Osinski. Out to Pop for three. Too strong, no good. Rebound, Galuli. Garrett Galuli. Offered by Rhode Island. Preferred walk-on at the University of Albany for football. 6'4" senior. Good football player. Good basketball player. Tough.
Really good. Just does all the things like.
There he is.
Right
Getting the ball down on the blocks. 13 to shoot.
Runs around, sets screens, rebounds. Anybody would want him on your team.
Homestatten for three. No good. Had a really good look. And I don't think Coach minds him taking that shot. I saw him make those in practice, and I said, do you have the green light from three? And he looked at me and he said, I think so.
The coach said that, or Poem said that?
No, I said it to Poem, and Poem said it to me.
I'm looking down at Coach Grasso right now to see the reaction. Listen, when you play as hard as Poem does, you'll let a couple of those go.
Of course. And honestly, he did make a few. That's why I asked him, do you have the green light? Pop has the green light. Cannot connect from three, and Brady Olson gets the rebound. 41-28, final 2 minutes of the third. On the baseline, spinning back out front. Brady Olson for three. No good off the back of the iron. Austin Osinski gets the rebound. Had it knocked away by Staten, out of bounds to the brothers. 1:57 to go. And once again, CBA in that, all right, final 2 minutes of the third, try to keep this within striking distance, right?
They got to get it back to single digits here. And I didn't know Garrett Galuli, cousins with Kevin Herter's manager, Mike Galuli, played football at Cornell. How about that?
We've got all the stories tonight,
oh,
guys.
Yeah.
We've got them
We're
all
locked
tonight.
in. We're locked in.
We are tonight. And Rich Becker keeps us locked in, too.
Oh, yeah.
He's got more stuff for us than sometimes we even use.
Exactly.
We leave a lot on the table.
That's why he's the best.
It's a great job. So get to the line here and get some points back that way, and that's what Vogel did on the drive. He's fouled by Staten. And Vogel, one of the football guys, along with Hewlett and Good and Pop.
CBA's made their runs when they've been able to get to the foul line and the offensive glass.
And there he is. I said the coach was in the house, Bobby Burns. And his wife, I think he goes to a lot of games. I've seen him at CBA over the years. Go to last year when I went to a couple, I saw Coach there.
Yep.
Supports the program. Supports his guys that are the football guys that are playing basketball.
And that's great. The great thing about CBA, right? Everybody's connected, all the different sports, which is cool to see.
And his assistant coach, Billy Bannigan, coaches the JV team. One of Bobby's top assistants, Coach Bannigan. Long three, Smalls, no good. Rebound, Osinski. 1:11 to go. Big possession here. Vogel has it, had it taken away by Smalls. And that's the turnover you didn't want, and the easy two at the other end with a minute to go in the third.
Turnovers and transition points. That's the difference in the game right now.
3-point shot off the mark by Cadet. Here comes Smalls again. Oh, this is a long three by Ethan. It's good. Ethan Gilson. That was way out there, Dags.
Deep one.
That's his fourth three of the game. 46-29. And another turnover against the brothers. That's the stat we need. How many turnovers has CBA had tonight? And then points off of turnovers.
Yep. It's the difference in the game for sure.
Final 15 seconds of the third here at Niskayuna tonight.
See what Smalls can cook up here.
You know he wants to take this shot. Gilson, three to shoot. Got to put it up at the buzzer. No good. Short off the front of the iron, and that will end the third quarter of play here on the game of the week on this Friday night on My 4. And it's Niskayuna with a 46-29 lead on CBA, and points off turnovers, a big storyline. Ethan Gilson, 4 for 4 tonight. He's got all of his points from deep, and he now has 200 made career three-point shots. And the record was 161, and that was the old record, and he broke that last year at 161. And now, tonight, 200 career three-pointers by that young man, Ethan Gilson. So I know he's playing football, but couldn't he go to college and play basketball?
Hey, they may convince him. Everyone needs shooters. They may convince him to come over for a couple months and play.
Can he do both at RPI?
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. Basketball coach may be asking the football coach if that's possible. Set to go, start of the fourth quarter. And CBA's got some work to do here, down 46-29. Missed layup by Smalls, rare, and here comes Osinski. JJ in the lane, shot is good, beautiful move. Just a little pull up in the lane by Jaden JJ Osinski, only a sophomore. Really good player.
And most of the players for CBA, freshmen and sophomore.
Yeah, 100%. Young team.
Yep.
They're going to be around for a while. Good defense by CBA on the shot by Olsen. Or Gilson, rather. He wanted a foul. Gilson wanted a foul, no call. Jack O'Donoghue, a little strong from the corner. And here comes Brady. Brady Olsen in transition. Misses the lay-in. Rebound CBA. Rebound to Odatayo. Osinski working on Olsen. He is fouled and will shoot two. J.J. Osinski. He's going to have a great career at CBA. He's already having a great career at CBA. But they're in the danger zone right now, down 46-31, 6:32 to go. They need to make a run.
They're going to start having to hit some of these threes here in the fourth quarter, too.
And if you're Niskayuna, you can be patient here.
Let Smalls control the game. He's doing a great job of it so far.
Backdoor cut. Layup is good. Smalls beat Hewlett. Backdoor and laid it in.
Another great action call by Coach Grasso.
48-32. Hewlett trying to answer back. A hard drive and a blocking foul is called on Niskayuna. On Garrett Galuli, who tried to slide in and take the charge. They get him for the block.
Just a little late. Great thought.
So Jack Hewlett, the freshman, to the line. And to your point, Dags, Hewlett a freshman, Osinski, Austin a freshman, Vogel a sophomore, JJ's a sophomore, Bowden's a sophomore, Donoghue off the bench is a sophomore. And this is Jalal Cancer's first year as the head coach.
Yep.
And, you know, he needs to get acclimated in how he wants to run this program.
Absolutely. Get some game experience as the head guy. Take some time.
.48-34. Does CBA have a run in him? A 1-2-1 press. And Ethan Gilson's pumping threes. That one is no good. Olsen the rebound. A runner in the lane, no good. Follow up, no good, but Galuli gets the rebound. Passes it back out to Smalls. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Daniel Smalls. Call him for a push-off on the drive.
Yeah, hooked. He's done it a couple times, actually, tonight, so they finally caught him with one. Just got to be a little careful with it.
And that's going the other way. That's going to be a blocking foul on Odatayo.
unfortunate. CBA needed that 3 right there.
.535 to go. And CBA trying to, you're right, they need some threes to go in.
Yep.
All right, coming up for Niskayuna, they go Shaker. That'll be a big one at Shaker on February the 7th at Averill Park, and then Albany here on the 14th.
It's a good test for them on February 7th against Shaker, kind of see where they're at heading into sectionals.
And here's a look at the upcoming schedule for CBA, and this is a tough one here. They've got Shaker, Averill Park, Bishop Ludden, and I know they have Shenendahowa right around the corner there too, because they haven't played Shen yet.
They got a tough end of the season. You're going to see where they're at heading into sectionals as well too.
There's the sheet I was looking for. You had it, Dax.
I stole it, my bad.
You see me like trying to figure out where is the sheet that I need here.
I needed more airtime, my bad.
Because I really wanted to thank, and I'm going to right now. It's fine. I want to thank Laura McDonald Photography and Nicole Loframento of Behind the Lens Photography for allowing us to use some of their photos in our broadcast for the last couple of weeks. Phenomenal job, and a thank you to them. Much appreciated. Oh. Did you see me look at that sheet of paper? I'm like, where is that? McDonald underneath, spinning on the baseline, and a timeout. Coach Grasso saw that McDonald was stuck, Jake McDonald, so he calls a 30-second timeout. Good use of a timeout right there with 5:14 to go. And his team on top, 48-34. Niskayuna comes in on a 4-game win streak. They're trying to extend to 5. And CBA came in on a 3-game winning streak. They had a huge win over Colony last Friday night.
Yep.
That game was at the Mug. They played great that night.
Yeah.
And then they beat Saratoga on Tuesday.
I love watching the coaches coach. I'm always about like trying to learn from different people, and both these guys are doing a really good job tonight trying to switch things up.
Hey, if you have a passion for high school sports and want to get in on the action, consider becoming an official. High school sports rely on officials to keep the game safe, and right now the need is critical. To learn more about getting involved with your favorite sport, visit highschoolofficials.com. And not only is it basketball, it's baseball. The need for officials in a lot of sports these days.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what CBA can do here. 5:14 to go. Niskay ball. Almost, they do turn it over. They turn it over on the out of bounds. And now CBA with a window. But it's a short one. There's only 5:12 to go. And you're down double digits.
They got to get this under 10 here by like the 3-minute mark.
Have not made a lot of threes tonight. Hewlett thought about it. Takes it to the foul line. Kicks out. Vogel for 3. No good. Galuli gets the weak side rebound and gets it to Smalls. And a quick outlet up ahead to Pome. Staten with the right hand and scores off the glass and in by Pome Staten.
Great move by Pome.
Niskay wants to win the Section 2 again. It'll be a heck of a playoff coming up, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
The tournament's going to be pretty good.
They're going to have to beat LaSalle.
They're going to have to
beat.
Yep, LaSalle is a very good team, well coached.
I see their star Devon Maloney doing a little scouting across the way.
There is the drive and the foul. that will send Hewlett to the line. Shooting 2. Had 15 points REC against Guilderland earlier in the season. Only a freshman, has one more shot. And you got to try to make foul shots. You're going to get back into this game. And 2 misses there, and here comes Smalls on the bounce to Brady. And if you're Niskay, you certainly can take your time here and work some shot clock. Don't need to rush shots up pretty handily right now. Hewlett almost came up with a turnover. It'll be Niskay ball with 14 to shoot. Pohm gets it into Galuli. And the Smalls with about 10 to shoot. Probably didn't need to put that up that quickly.
And Hewlett's done a great job of him when they've been able to guard him in the half court.
Vogel, good hard drive and a foul on Ethan Gilson. And that's going to put JT Vogel to the line, shooting 2 shots. And here's the quick move on the crossover right to the rim. And I think Gilson is saying, I got all ball there.
Yeah, I think they might have even gotten Smalls on the reach-in on that instead of Gilson.
Well, you got to make foul shots here.
Yep.
Vogel at the line has 2 shots.
Probably need to extend the defense as well, too. Put some pressure on Niskay. Get the ball out of Smalls' hands.
And the plan coming in, it'd be hard to press Niskayuna, but
Yeah.
now you're down 15 with 3:54 to go. You got to press.
Yeah, get it out of Smalls' hands. Maybe some of these other guys shoot it quickly.
And here is the press after the 2 made foul shots. They dump it right into Brady and then right back to Daniel, and he brings it across. Wide open look, Brady Olson, that's too strong. And Odatayo, Abuku with the rebound, up ahead, and Austin has it blocked by Olson. And here comes the transition up ahead. Smalls layup is good. Good defense on one end leads to fast break at the other. Rebound by Osinski. They're going to get a foul on Olson here. 26 now for Daniel Smalls. And there is the block. That was the block by
Brady.
Olson.
Yep.
Nice pass on the bounce to a cutting Daniel Smalls. The layup is good.
That's Brady's 3rd or 4th block tonight.
Yeah,
So he's doing a great job meeting these guys at the rim.
Defensively, he's been very good.
Really good. And just turnovers, blocks, steals. They start the fast break. It's almost impossible to play defense when you're giving those up offensively.
I think if you were to ask Coach Crasso who's your best on-ball defender, it might be Brady Olson.
Yeah, I think he's got the length and size. I think Daniel Smalls, if he wanted to be and didn't have so much of an offensive load, that he could.
We will talk to our player of the game if the score holds up, Ethan Gilson.
There you go.
And it certainly looks like it's going to be Niskayuna as Brady Olson scores again. Olson with 13. And under 3 minutes to go. Niskayuna will extend their winning streak to 5 games. Austin in the lane. Off the back of the iron, no good. Austin Osinski. Long 3 by Daniel. And the rebound to Odatayo. Quick outlet up to JJ. Right to the rim, Osinski. Count the bucket and 1 by JJ Osinski.
And Niskay's got to be careful. I know they got a nice cushion here, but they've been taking some quick threes on the offensive end.
19 points for Osinski. And he'll try to make it 20 at the line here to complete the 3-point play. And I probably shouldn't call this game yet. You're right. It's a 14-point game, 2:24 to go.
Right.
The three-point play complete. Is that 20? You've got 20 for Osinski. 20. Yep, 2-0. I got you. Nice drive underneath. Smalls. Nowhere to go. Double team has it stolen. Stolen by Jack Hewlett. And Hewlett up in transition. Right to the rim. Good move. Layup is good. And he's fouled by Staton. And hold everything here. It's an 11-point game with 2:03 to go.
And here we go. I know Coach Grasso not happy with the pace that their offense is playing at.
I mean, Hewlett goes, you know what? You're going to give me that opening. I'm going to take it.
Right.
Because you had Ethan Gilson kind of going out on the wing there, and there was a lane to go through, and he went right through it.
Yep.
So Hewlett, the freshman, will try to complete the three-point play. CBA down by 10. 15 points for Hewlett. And in his first year is Jalal Cancer. As you see him talking to his team, part of 3 sectional titles in 09, 010, and 011 with under head coach Dave DeMel. There you see the 3 and the state championship game that I had the pleasure of calling with John Quattrochi back in the day on Time Warner Cable. Greg Bobbitt, are you listening? He's part of our crew. That was 2010 at the Glens Falls Civic Center. Big Ten MVP, played at Cornell and then a grad student at Kent State for his final year. And he was our #1 pick on our boys all-star team. And he said his senior year he was the top pick.
Yeah, great player.
And he's let his team know that.
Yeah, he's got to let him know. That's what all their guys want to be. He's got to let him know. And listen, he's got a young team. He's a young coach. It's going to take some time, but the CBA guys tonight, you like that they're fighting. Fourth quarter, they were down by as many as, I think, 16, 18 points.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest
get back
lead.
Into it.
What was the biggest lead in this game for CBA? I think it might have been 16 or 18 in that range, Dags. And they had it to single digits to begin the third quarter.
They
were down 11.
They had it to 5.
Had it to 5, that's right. 2:03 to go. 10-point game, and now literally Niskayuna can, be patient here and work the 30-second shot clock.
I'd be shocked if they shot it before 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Galuli out to McDonald. Guarded by JJ, and now Smalls has it. That's how you put the ball, and it gets to 10. Smalls gets the ball. Smalls with the drive, and he's fouled. So you get down to around that 10 seconds to shoot, you get the ball to Smalls, and you let him create, and that's what happens.
And I think, right, everybody knows Smalls is going to guard. I think Pop's got to stay in front of him, right, not get on his side and give him that lane to drive. And, Smalls is tough. He's tough to guard for anybody.
The Niskayuna lead, Dags, was 17 points after 3 quarters.
Yep. Scotty McKay couldn't just give me the 18. When I said 18, he's got to be right on the money with it.
Scotty,
he's locked in.
The boys have done a nice job tonight. Quinn Helfrich helping out. Job shadow young man from Guilderland High School has been with me through the football season, and I said, hey, come tonight. You might be able to. We'll put you to work. He's done a nice job. 28 in the game for Smalls. And a 3-point shot. This one is good. And that is JJ knocking down the corner 3. 56-47, but not a lot of time to go. 1:15 remaining. Just the 4th made 3 of the game for the brothers, and a foul out front by Hewlett. And 23 points in the game for Osinski. He's got 23. JJ came in averaging 22, so he's got his average. And 1 above.
And we said earlier, right, like the Stars are going to get their points. Who else is going to step up? And it seems like between Olsen and Gilson for Niskay, they've been able to really create scoring opportunities for themselves.
Yeah, Gilson's had a night here. And in 104, if they hold on to win, that's who we will be talking to in our post game here on My 4. Smalls at the line. Give CBA credit. They have battled back here to make things interesting down the stretch, as you would expect them to do under Jalal Cancer. Pop coming out. Odatayo coming out. Jack Donahue back in the game. Austin Osinski back in the game. 30-point night for Smalls. Hewlett saves it from going out of bounds. Pull-up jumper, no good by JJ. Rebound, Brady Olson. And up ahead, an easy one for Gilson, and that will do it. 40 seconds to go now, 60-47. Ethan Gilson with a nice game and a nice move there on the other end by the freshman. That's Austin Osinski with 30 seconds to go. 60-49, up by 11. And some foul shots coming at the other end as Niskayuna will win their 5th in a row. They will improve to 12-4 overall, and they'll go to 9-1 in the Suburban Council.
And Niskay did a great job tonight. You said controlling the pace, taking their time offensively. I think if you're CBA watching the game film, you're going to look at the turnovers and transition points that you gave up.
Yeah. And then, Gilson making threes.
Yeah. Yep.
You shoot like he does from behind the arc, it makes it difficult. You couple that with the turnovers, and then he's going to be on tonight, like he's making shots.
Yeah. I just think, Gilson's going to make threes. Smalls is going to get his points. What you can't give up are easy baskets, and they gave up far too many of those tonight.
Final 20 seconds. Osinski for three. Well defended on that shot. Scramble for the loose ball. Austin down on the floor after it, along with Jake McDonald, in a tie-up. And we get a timeout by Niskayuna, 30-second timeout with 13 seconds to go. I would never call a timeout with 13 seconds to go, 61-49.
No, well, that was the player on the floor.
Okay.
Yeah, McDonald.
I love how some of these coaches do to stretch it to the wire.
Yeah. No, we got stuff to do.
At some point, I leave it go.
I'm going to text Grasso after. Come on, man.
All right, here is Niskayuna. They're ranked number 17 in the state, and we credit the New York State sports writers for helping us out with the state rankings. Academy is one. They're so good.
Yeah,
at
very
14-2, and Jack Laritas was our
well-deserving
all-star this week, also number 4. And then you see Greece Athena, great neck. Is that great neck where Niskayuna and LaSalle. LaSalle's good. LaSalle. But, when LaSalle played, Academy has just got many answers.
They're beating up on everybody.
They are.
All 5 of their guys can play. Coach Triggs does a great job. They play as a team. They play hard.
Final 10 seconds up ahead. No need to shoot anymore. And really no need to foul.
Nope.
With 7 seconds to go.
I used to love that, though, as a player. I'll take the extra 2 points. I may even drive into him a little bit. Get the foul call.
Oh, I was always asking why. It's been a night for Ethan Gilson. 200 career three-pointers. And was he 4 for 4 from deep tonight? Final 6 seconds. Niskayuna going to get the win here at home over CBA as the shot goes down at the buzzer for Jason Vogel, but a little too late on the threes as they're going to come up short tonight. CBA on the road drops 163-52 to Niskayuna. And when we come back, we'll talk to our player of the game, Ethan Gilson, on the Game of the Week on My Floor. And the final score here in Niskayuna, the Silver Warriors take down CBA 63-52 in our game of the week on My 4. And Ethan Gilson is with us along with Steve D'Agostino as our player of the game. And Ethan, congratulations. Quite the shooting night for you. I guess you felt in the groove tonight from deep.
Yeah, absolutely. I just had to get a few going, and I knew I was going to knock them down. Props to my teammates for getting me the shots, and we just went from there.
So you now have 200 made career three-pointers. What does that mean to you?
It's something that I truly value. It's never been done in school history, and it just I'm really I don't want to say proud of myself, but it means something to me.
You should be. Thanks.
And it's great to be a shooter, but it's even better when you have someone that can get you the ball. What's it like playing with Daniel Smalls?
It's unreal. He's a all-around player. He's the best player in Section 2. He can make any shot on the floor. You get anyone to get the ball, and then when he gets the ball in transition, there's no stopping him. So.
Was this the way you were hoping this game would go tonight? You've got a lot of points off turnovers, and you were able to get out in transition. I think that was a big part of the storyline, and that's the way you guys play.
Yeah, we're a big transition to defense to offense type team. So as we're gonna get stops, we're gonna get steals. We have great rebounders. We have Brady Olsen, Garrett Kaluli, Pomstat, and they go down there, they rebound the ball, and then once we get in transition, it's tough to stop us with players like Daniel, Brady, and myself.
Not another question for me. Just I'm proud of you, man, to see you grow and how well you're doing. It's great to see.
Thank you so much.
You'll work with Dags a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So give Dags a little bit
of
credit,
absolutely.
huh?
No, no credit.
And by the way, I did mention this a couple times, but congratulations on your commitment to RPI to play football. What did that come down to for you?
Like I said the other day, it's just their education is top notch. They have exactly what I want to study, and then the opportunity to play football at the next level. It's an opportunity I won't take for granted for, and I'm going to work my butt off, and let's get things going.
Well, and now, you still have the rest of the season to go yet, and I know you haven't played Shaker yet, right? Mm-hmm. So you've got some tough ones, and I think that is the next game coming up. So early thoughts on Shaker next for Niskayuna?
It's a big game for our league standings. I saw a few of their guys here today watching our game, so we know it'll be a big game. We're excited for that one. You always get excited for the big games. They're a really good team. But we have full belief in our guys, and we're going to go out there and compete on anyone. Ethan,
congratulations. Terrific night.
So
congrats on the record, and we'll see you down the road.
Yeah,
appreciate
absolutely.
you. Take care.
You.
Dags, let's take a look at the final stats here tonight. And it was a Niskayuna team that you called it. If this team can create turnovers and get out in transition, they're going to be tough to beat, and that's what happened tonight. And then when you do get a night when Ethan is making threes, that's even more difficult of a team to beat.
Yeah, when they watch the film, Coach Grasso is going to be really happy with deflections, steals, blocks on the defensive end, and then just the way they shared the basketball.
All right, there are the final stats for the game. 14 of 20 for CBA, 7 of 12 for Niskayuna. There's the 6 threes, 4 of those by Ethan Gilson, and 63-52. And Siena men's basketball. Upcoming games on My 4. Siena men's basketball returns to MVP Arena on Sunday at 2. They'll host Quinnipiac. You can join us on My 4, and there are upcoming games. Will be Bethlehem and Shenendahoe next week. That's a girls' game next week, and then Shen and CBA will wrap up our 8-game schedule on My 4. Dags, pleasure working with you, my friend.
Thanks for having me. Great game.
And we'll talk to you soon. That'll do it from Niskayuna, where the Silver Warriors are victorious, 63-52 over CBA. For the entire crew, I'm Roger Weiland. So long, everyone.